What is CAD? Computer Aided Design. To start a new design in TinkerCAD, press Create New Design. You'll see a work plane. I suggest put a roller on the side, so I would pinch or zoom a little bit, click on roller, and then click down in the corner. And you could adjust this roller. Right now it's in millimeters by default. You could definitely change it to inches if you're more comfortable working with inches. I'm going to leave mine in millimeters. Each box is a millimeter, and 10 of them would equal 1 centimeter. To select an object, you just tap it, then tap the work plane, and it'll go over on the middle of the work plane. When this object went in, it had a length, width, and height of 20. To change the dimensions, I could tap these little white squares and drag them to whatever dimensions I would like to change them to. You see I changed 45 to 62. I could also, if I wanted more exact, I could click on that little number right there. So where it says 62, I clicked on it and I could change it. So if I wanted this to be exactly 60, I could change it to exactly 60. If I wanted to change the height of this object, I could click right here where it says 20 and change that number to a different number. So I'm going to double it. I'm going to go ahead and change it to 40. And you'll notice it got twice as high. If I wanted to change the width, I'm going to click right here where it says 57. And I'm going to change that to a different number. So now it's going to be 80 millimeters wide. Rotated my view a little bit. If I want to go back to the beginning, I could just click this little home button and it'll give me the first view that we saw. If I'd like to move this object, I just click on it and move it along the plane wherever I decide. You could also move this object up and down on the plane. So if I change this number right here to a different number, like 20, you'll see that it's floating 20 millimeters above the other shape. Now in TinkerCAD, you'll notice that some of these shapes are not solids. Those are called holes. So you could take one of those shapes right directly over and put a hole in an object. I could also take this orange cylinder and make it into a hole by clicking right here next to shape. After I do that, I could move it on top of the rectangular prism, and then I could group both of them together by tapping on both objects to select both of them. Notice it says Shapes 2 selected. And then I could group them by clicking on that little group. And when I do that, you'll see a hole was made in the rectangular cylinder. This hole I placed was not exactly centered in this rectangular prism. If I want to center it, what I would do is go up and click right here. When you click on there, you'll see these dots that come up. And if you click on the center of those dots, when you have both selected, you could center them. So I centered them left and I center them right by clicking on both of these circles. So now it's directly in the middle. Another fairly common question is, how do I make two objects stack right on top of each other? So I made these two objects the same length and width, and now I'm looking over here. This cube is at 79 by 95. So what I'm going to do is now select on this top part, which is considered a roof, and I'm going to change its dimensions to 79 by 95. All I have to do now is change this number right here to make it kind of float 20 centimeters high above the rectangular prism. And just like that, the roof is stacked exactly above the rectangular prism. Now after that, I'm going to select both objects and join them together so they're one. Make sure you name your project in TinkerCAD. There's usually some pretty strange names. So you'll have to go up, select it, and just retype something else there that you would like to call your project. Now, besides basic shapes, you could also choose letters, individual letters, and stack them and make something creative out of maybe your initials, and then join them all together to make it like a nice one object. Besides the pre-drawing shapes, you could also use a scribble. You just click on it and click over here and start either drawing or writing something with this scribble. So you could definitely do a customized little figure. Notice how I'm overlapping these letters so they're already kind of glued together if I was to print this out on a 3D printer or something later. You could take the shape you made, maybe combine it with another shape. Like, so I made mom, I turned it into a hole by clicking here. I made sure it was thicker than this object, so make sure it's higher in sized in it. And then I'm just going to drag those two together. And then I'm going to go ahead and group those. And you'll see I have a nice little decoration for mom. When you're designing something in TinkerCAD, you want to always take in mind how big something is. So that way, if you were going to print this out for your mom, how big is this? Right now, it's about 6 of these boxes wide, which is about 6 centimeters. An average pencil is about 10 centimeters, so you want to make it about 100 millimeters if you just want it to be as long as a pencil. So keep that in mind when you're making something on TinkerCAD. How large is it? So if you were to print this out on a 3D printer, would it look good? I've had many of my students be surprised when they print something on a 3D printer to see how large or how small it is. Right now, the iPad iOS version of TinkerCAD actually has a built-in AR viewer. So if you click on this, you can actually see how big it would be in real life. So as soon as you click it and you place it on a flat surface, it'll give you an idea of what this would look like in real life. So I have my ruler, and it's kind of showing you what that keychain would look like if it was on my floor. And I can move this object around, like here I am putting it on a windowsill. And I can say, look, Mom, here's your present. In TinkerCAD, you don't always have to build your own things. You could go right to where it says 3D Designs and inside a gallery and grab somebody else's design. So let's say I'm looking for a train. I'd simply type in the word train right here and then wait for some results to come back. You'll notice a whole bunch of designs created by different people. You could search through these and decide which train that you like. So let's say I like this train right here. I would just click it, press copy and tinker, and it would load that train into my designs inside of TinkerCAD. I could modify or remix whatever you would like to call this object. So I could take it apart, I could break it apart, I could put my own parts on here and make it my own by customizing it. So I added my own custom smokestack on my train. Now I'm ready to start playing with this. So I go up to AR viewer. I want to see what this thing looks like in real life. Now it says something weird in here regardless. So it says adjusting flux capacitor for those of you Back to the Future fans. But this is the carpet, and now I have my train up here. I accidentally took the roof off a little bit before I did this, but you get the idea. I have my train. I could start playing with it. And now I obviously wouldn't want to put it on the road. I'd want to put it on the train tracks. And on the train tracks, I could go around and start playing with my train. In an AR world, augmented reality. My son has no idea what I am doing on my iPad, but he's playing and having fun. In the future, we might all have 3D printers in our house, just like a lot of us have regular printers, and we might be able to replace something that we need in our house. For example, my 3 children like to play this little hockey game, and they oftentimes will lose their pucks. So let's pretend they lost all the pucks. I could go right to a site like TinkerCAD, make a new one, and print it out. Now, I don't have a 3D printer, so you're looking at the AR view of what this might look like, but if they were playing this game, they would have that puck and they would be able to move it back and forth just like it was the real thing. Who knows, instead of having toys to play with, kids might design something on TinkerCAD, and even though it's raining outside, they'll go out and play in their yards. Not just for fun and games. I'm not sure if you heard this on the news, but there are people actually designing and 3D printing out respirator masks so that our medical workers have the right equipment when they go into the hospitals to help the people with our COVID-19 response. Now it's your turn. Go design something with TinkerCAD. And make sure you complete the Google form this week that proves you watched the video.